Hello, everybody. So today I'm going to go over John 1, chapter 2. And this is a pretty short one. It'll be it'll be quick, but if you see I've got a totally different background going on here. It's very real. It's not like virtual reality or anything. I actually have a fireplace, which is really cool for a background. But anyway, so let's get into this. John chapter 2, chapter 2. On the third day, a wedding took place at Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there, and Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine was gone, Jesus' mother said to him, "They have no more wine." "Dear woman, why do you involve me?" Jesus replied. "My time has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Nearby stood 6 stone water jars, the kind used by the Jews for ceremonial washing, each holding from 20 to 30 gallons, which is a lot. Jesus said to the servants, "Fill the jars with water," so they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." They did so, and the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine. He did not realize where it had come from, though the servants who had drawn the water knew. Then he called the bridegroom aside and said, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first, and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." This, the first of his miraculous signs, this is the first miracle that Jesus did. He thus revealed his glory, and his disciples put their faith in him. And this part is interesting. And I'll tell you what the Spirit's kind of telling me that this means, and it might mean something different to you, because the Spirit speaks to us in different ways. It's not always the same. I mean, you could read the same verse who knows how many times, and it could say something different every time. This is how the Bible speaks. But to me, this is like, you can have all these different counterfeits in life, and it's not. It'll be similar to what God will give you, but what God gives you is so much better. And sometimes you gotta wait. You just gotta be patient. But obviously in this case, it says, you save the best till now, the best till last, and that's kind of how it works with a lot of these different things in life. You might be struggling with something and it's just not going right, and you pray about it and stuff, and God will give you the best for last. Kind of like Job too, where he went through all these different things, and which was just horrible, but he kept praising God. He kept on. He was blameless, and at the end, he got everything back. He got his more children, all kinds of animals back, and everything, like double what he had, or even more than what he had before. So okay, the second part of this, and I'm just going to read part of it. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. But basically, Jesus went in the temple courts. He found men selling cattle, sheep, doves, and other things, sitting at tables exchanging money, like, right outside the temple. So he made a whip out of cords and drove them all out of the temple area. Both sheep and cattle, he scattered the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. To those who sold doves, he said, "Get these out of here. How dare you turn my Father's house into a market?" His disciples remembered that it is written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." Then the Jews demanded of him, "What miraculous sign can you show us to prove your authority to be doing all this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and I will raise it again in 3 days." And what he was actually talking about wasn't the physical temple. He was talking about his body, when he died on the cross, and he was raised in 3 days. The Jews replied, "It has taken 46 years to build this temple, and you are going to raise it in 3 days?" But, and it even says right in here, but the temple he had spoken of was his body. After he was raised from the dead, his disciples recalled what he had said. Then they believed the scripture and the words that Jesus had spoken. Now, while he was in Jerusalem at the Passover feast, many people saw the miraculous signs he was doing and believed in his name. But Jesus would not entrust himself to them, for he knew all men. He did not need man's testimony about man, for he knew what was in a man. So, to me, this is telling me, and I'll give an example, of, with me and my business that I'm trying to do here, and, selling Christian and space themed merchandise and stuff. I never, with me, I never post, trying to sell stuff on the Sabbath day, now that I know what the real Sabbath day is, and not, every Saturday or every Sunday. It could be, it goes by the calendar. I never, and it's out of respect, you gotta have respect, and, you really shouldn't be selling stuff. And this is my personal opinion. This is not biblical or anything, but my personal opinion is that, you really shouldn't be selling stuff in the church. I don't think, you could probably sell, especially on the Sabbath day, right? But, you can sell stuff for the church. You can create, kind of what I'm doing with artwork and different gift items and T-shirts and hoodies and all this stuff. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, some people do, and that's okay. That's their opinion. But, because for me, it's like, it helps spread the word without, this is my little saying, it helps spread the word without saying a word, because when you're wearing this apparel and stuff, people see it. So, you could be doing something totally different, and then you run to the store, wherever, and somebody sees it and reads it, and they start thinking about it, or maybe even they bring up a conversation with you or something, and then you can introduce Jesus to them and tell them something about, even people that don't know anything, like unbelievers. But, I don't sell this is totally outside of any churches or anything. And I never do it on, the Sabbath day. So that's my, take on that second part of that. But that's it for John 1:2. It's pretty quick, that one. So I just wanted to share that with you today. I'm gonna try to keep doing this every Sabbath day, if I can. So it's been nice talking with you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.